Howdy everyone. Welcome back to Getting Outdoors in our gardening series. Today we're going to talk about our Ruth Stout garden and what to use as a mulch. So as most of you know, if you don't, here's a little education that Ruth Stout was a lady who I guess perfected the deep mulch method in order to cut down weeds and to keep moisture in the soil, and doing a no-till type of garden. So that way all the organisms and whatever else is going to grow in there will do so. But then whenever you get all the nutrients and all that and in that soil just right, you come along with a tiller and you disturb that soil. So the no-till is the best thing to do, but the reason most people till is to kind of get a fresh start. And what I mean by that is that usually it's overgrown, it's got a bunch of weeds, and now they need to turn that over and start where they don't have any weeds competing with their plants. Well, with the deep mulch method, you don't have to worry about that. But what kind of stuff, I get questions about, what do I use on our gardens for mulch? So there's quite a few things that we do. Each fall I got a couple big trees that I will get leaves from, and then any neighbors will, quote unquote donate. Usually I got to go over and help pile it up and bring it over, but they're more than happy to give me their leaves that are in their yard. One thing that I try not to do is buy any mulch. Every once in a while I'll have to buy a bale of straw or something when I'm in a pinch, but usually I can get by with things like the leaves. So leaves, I always put that down over the fall, winter, and then the spring comes. That really gives you a good base there. Then another thing that you can use is grass clippings. So I've got a field back here and our meadow, and I get to mow, and you see that I actually just mowed and there's clumps of grass out there. So I know it's hot, but I'll probably tomorrow go out and get that all raked up and bring it over and put it into the pile here. So all this is right here is that grass, and it's a wonderful mulch there. I let it sit here, let all kind of warm up, get all the seeds and stuff die out of it. It actually starts to compost right down in here. Then I've got straw that like I said, I've had from some farmers and from just the co-op. I'll buy some bales of straw every once in a while. Again, I like it because it's a little bit heavier and it really keeps the weeds out. But then I've got a buddy of mine raises goats, and when he cleans out his goat pen, I get to get all this nice hay, and yep, little goat poop right in there. So natural fertilizer. So this will start breaking down too. And as you can see, I've got a pile right there that I brought this load in 2 days ago. I threw some right there, so that way, because I got some weeds kind of right in the back, right over here, that I'm going to cover up. So that is basically what I use. I know a lot of people use wood chips for theirs. I just don't have a good supply of the wood chips in order to keep things going, and so I'd rather just not even start with that as long as I can have other alternatives. So just be creative. There's not just one thing that you put on there. So like on this bed here, I've got leaves, I've got grass clippings, I've got straw, I've got goat hay, and then any of the plants, when they die out, I'll just let them rot right in place, and over the winter let them decompose and let that be part of my bed next year. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to get a Ruth Stout garden mulched and what you will need to do so. Have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe below.